need to get onto the point and stay alive.
All right, EMP already, but not a lot of follow-up coming in for Dallas. It is all green in the kill feed, and Houston Outlaws are gonna probably build a good amount of control meter here now that Mickey's down.
It's just so ridiculously hard to defend if you get staggered with two members down as they're approaching the point. So Jake just wants to make sure they're not going to get onto the point at all without using abilities or taking a ton of poke damage.
And that was like the world's easiest pulse bomb stick there. XQC just kind of loping by and taking a grenade to the face. Houston Outlaws handling the respawns extremely well. Another D-mech on Mickey, and Jake just seems untouchable at this point. They've nearly got it.
They're going to get it eventually, d.va. Just a matter of time. How long can the stall continue here on the side of Dallas? Taimu back in the mix once again, but he is getting punched into the corner, has to use his Wraith form.
I was going to say, if anything pushes him back, it's going to be that delay from the Primal Rage, and it looks like that may have just been enough. Yeah.
The kill onto both supports meant that there wasn't enough healing to sustain them. That was so close.
And it looks like maybe Houston will be able to send it back. That's an interesting self-destruct. Can he live to remech, though? He can with the Transcendence coming in from Harry Hook. And Linkser not getting anything done with the Dragon Blade at all.
Through the Transcendence, it wasn't going to work, and he wasn't facing the right direction. In line of sight of Taimu with no reflect.
It is all Dallas right now. And Effect, again, we've seen him be so good on this Reaper on this point before, just popping out the Death Blossom after the reflect. Effect does go down. There's a little style hook in the end there, big against Safara. So far, so good. Whoa, there's a hook. Taimu, man, you know, he was such a great Roadhog for such a long time. It's cool to see him get an opportunity to play this hero again. Good to hold on to it for the moment. And again, you know, Linkser's Pharah has been shut down by virtue of it being either A, ignored, or B, plucked out of the sky by Taimu.
Well, it doesn't work.
Or killed by Effect.
Or killed by Effect. That has happened many times. Another pulse bomb just to make sure Coolmat goes down. Coolmat is one of the most dangerous mini D.Va players in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Ensuring that he doesn't even
behind, but now Jake has to worry about getting back on the points. Clockwork taken out early. Coco making his presence felt. Pretty good charge onto the point already for Dallas Fuel. Can they keep it up here?
Jake is down on the low ground now, and that was... That was just easy. It was the mind game, though. He thought he was going to trigger it. Jake was not baited in, and instead, losing the Transcendence is actually going to be much more impactful on the side of Dallas Fuel. But that's if Effect doesn't just go crazy and kill absolutely everybody.
It's okay.
Valkyrie immediately. Muma will go to Effect, and Mickey will just calmly push the point.
What? Okay, that happened. All right, well, sometimes D.Va can be very sneaky.
These massive Zarya plays. You heard Monty and Doa talking about it. He seemed to be at about 95 charge the entirety of this game, and those right clicks leading up to the beam and the punch. Effect clears the point.
And no kidding, point falling early, and Dallas Fuel just playing the spawn, trying to prevent anyone from getting to the point, and they may just have done it. Overtime ticking down, Seagull with the kill onto Raucus, and in the end,
trying to pull him out of their spawn to get damage in. That's disgusting. Prophet and Gesture fall very quickly. Nice use of the hold there to draw London out of their spawn. A different angle, but this is what Hureg was able to do. Easy enough, picks off Asher. Peak potential though, because you have Roadhog Cook, they have Orisa Holt, and the Widowmaker to follow up on that CC. Hureg finds the head of Asher once again. Reed just prior to that, very quickly moving up, controlling that mega health pack and puts himself on the point here. Trying to do a little bit of scouting. He's actually almost got himself a tick. Hello, Los Angeles? Oh no, they're giving over a free tick here. They spent so much time up on the high ground that Spitfire are just taking everything away from them here. Two ticks for free, that is not good.
So you lose your Zen. No Big Goose now on the Lucio. He's going to get jumped by Prophet and Gesture. Won't live for long. The Pulse Bomb comes in.
This McCree here as well. Have a flash ready to try and keep his backline and himself alive. But now the Pulse Bomb getting stuck for three. That's huge. And the Los Angeles Gladiators get completely decimated, eviscerated, and dominated over on that main point. That's going to be a fight already over. And by the time the Los Angeles Gladiators realized what had happened, they were already too far.
Looks like they're going to run with it. Triple DPS here.
Yeah, so attacking Pharah on this map is a little bit situational. It doesn't always work. They're playing into a 76, but he's being mercy healed, so this can't help. And there's Shaz going in. Shaz, by the way, on this Genji, that's super interesting. It's a triple DPS, and Shaz finds all the kills. Great opening by Remix there. Spreads early damage.
He's going to be playing the Genji. We can take a look at this from his POV. And the damage coming down from Remix and Surfboard. He just dashes on through players.
Put in a position to try and get as much damage as he can, playing separate from his team, but playing quite far forward. That's gonna hurt in the morning, though. It's a 4-man self-destruct from Wuyao. The Gladiators had nowhere to run or to hide. Do that?
Just really scrappy.
Against the Mercy comp, like, it's very, very hard to actually make that damage stick properly. This is that self-destruct here. Yeah, there's nowhere to go. 4 different angles people were felled from.
Just perfect positioning.
You kind of want to resettle this. I'm not going to get too aggressive. Shaz is insane, by the way. In case you weren't already aware, Prophet and Hurek go down. Prophet hastily brought back on his feet by Closer, but Shaz is there with another one. 3 kills for Shaz in the fight. And I tell you what, the Finnish know how to find their players. Perfect picks with this set. Not much else to be said there. They didn't have the ultimates, but it just didn't. Gamsu now, back to full HP, does have a primal rage as well. Look where he's going to go for the squishy target. Sabiobi didn't know what hit him, and now he's going to be heading straight for Libero here, trying to get a little bit of breathing room, but Gamsu really wants a big old hug here from the Zenyatta player on NYXL.
And as he's gone to the back line, it was Noto actually puts down a great self-destruct there. He's able to take out both supports, but he was contesting the payload.
There's any skill gap between these two, at least in what we've seen thus far. Boston Uprising, very impressive hold for almost 4 minutes.
And Gamsu did a fantastic job using Primal Rage to keep forcing those supports out.
Probably not the best target selection, really, to try and hunt down a Lucio as your first, quarry with that Dragon Blade, especially when he can boop your way and cause you a lot of problems. Still, he did a lot of work occupying half of the Boston Uprising team inside those back halls. However, now the Boston Uprising are back on the payload. They're pressuring forward nicely. It's just playing over Janice also is there with Meko. Note was in the back lines there as a mini Diva, and he's going to be cut down very quickly. Neko, oh dear, he's going to go inside the bubble to try and challenge things out. Striker quickly gets there. It's 1 by 1 Boston, but that should probably be the last chance they have here. With Striker pushing in, Gamsu can't get there in time. Note managing to jump on towards Libero, so they were lacking their Zenyatta, but they still have time to reinforce. The payload is moving towards his first checkpoint. Pine's trying to find a cheeky little way, a point of egress that he can make his foray into this fight. Oh, Kelix! There's no way he would have seen that coming, by the way. He's trying to move the payload forward. Pine, just a bit of aerial acrobatics there, and a touch of finesse on the finish. He'll find Neko as well. This guy's starting to build up ahead of Sim, and it looks like it's more like a Mack truck to the face. But the Boston Uprising, they're bobbing up and down like tea crates in the ocean.
Replay, I'm sure, yep, this is from Gamsu's POV.
Yeah, wow, he's 2 HP. He turns this around into a 1v2.
That's
so sick. I love it. And a decent, of course, as you would expect. That is some spicy, spicy stuff. Self-destruct from Meko. It's a second chance to get out of jail free card as he can get him resuit. And he also gets more than he expected. Takes down Gamsu with the explosion, and Calix has fallen to Mano here as well. Nicely done. Dreamcast was forced off the payload. A pulse bomb was delivered there to Mano, but he was in primal rage, so he was quite safe. It's a matter of trying to stall here for the Boston Uprising, but they spawn so far away from the payload. Sabiobi's got all the room to breathe, and that's going to be to the underside. He wants to try and send it to... Oh, that was careful. That was beautiful. He knew Neko would appear there. It is pretty obvious by now where the enemy Sombra is going to be translocating back to, but now it's going to be a Riptide to follow up. It's 2 kills already, make it 3. Gamsu really walked into the wrong little corridor there. Towards the right, you can see the Uprising on wireframe, attempting to get into a position where they could possibly jump on Pine, so that's a good start. The Trace is already dead, which means Dreamcast is the only DPS. Both DPS have been taken down by Pine. Again, the threat that he generates just from being there is such that Boston threw all of their damage resources at him, and Neko's going to fall as well. 1, 2, and 3 kills already for Pine on this Widowmaker.
Do have an Earth Shatter here coming in the next fight.
Oh,
Dreamcast.
This is where a lot of that key damage is going to be done. Striker finds Sabiobi, but wait for it. Pine finds Dreamcasper here, so both DPSs have actually, gone opposite in their matchups, but Neko falls to Pine. Pine's doing a lot of good work here, even though there is a little bit of shield damage to be done. Pulse bomb drop down. Oh, that's beautiful! Oh, I get excited about that stuff, man. Hold me! Had a lot of good healing from Biotic Grenade thrown on top of him, and that's probably what kept him alive, if I'm honest. Sabiobi wants to drop down, but Meko gets a quick double there with a self-destruct. That's a good opening to the fight. Sabiobi does notice that Gamsu's getting raised back up, and Dreamcast was there to...
Anything. Arc still flying in the air with the Valkyrie. Here comes the Riptire coming in from Pine. Let's see what he can do. Oh, finds 2. Gets Kelix and Dreamcasper.
That's a huge pickup there as well. No Resurrect's going to be available here. Kelix is off the field. Gamsu just tries to dash across the point, try and find something, a kill, a pin, something to immobilize an enemy, but no, it's not going to be there. We're in overtime again, and NYXL are getting used to this, but Meko's going to ride this all the way home. Dreamcasper tries to drop onto the point again. Kelix doesn't last very long. His lifeless body is just thrown up against one of the pillars as NYXL are forging together in numbers. Striker's trying to keep this one going, but is caught by the Earth Shadow now. There's no chance. Oh, Gamsu.